Pop music has always been about the unexpected, but perhaps the most delightful surprises come from collaborations, when two or more pop powerhouses join forces to create something magical. In this video, we look at 10 of the best collaborations in pop music. Telephone by Lady Gaga and Beyoncé. If there's one thing that Lady Gaga knows how to do, is take the mundane and make it fabulously over the top. In Telephone, she enlists none other than Queen Bee herself for an epic pop song. Included on the famed Monster, the song is a high-energy dance pop anthem that makes you want to just keep the party going. The music video is essentially a mini-movie, a colorful, chaotic, and completely crazy continuation of Gaga's paparazzi video, with Beyoncé stepping in as Gaga's partner in crime. The duo breaks out of jail, goes on a road trip, and leaves a trail of destruction in their wake. Telephone topped charts worldwide, but more importantly, it gave us one of the most iconic pop culture moments of the 2010s. Because really, who hasn't felt the need to tell someone to stop calling, at least once in their lives? Lovely by Billie Eilish and Khalid. Lovely is the kind of song that makes you want to wrap yourself in a blanket and stare out the rain-soaked window, regardless of the actual weather outside. Billie Eilish and Khalid, two of the smoothest voices in modern pop, came together to create a track that is hauntingly beautiful. The song, featured in the 13 Reasons Why soundtrack, is a masterclass in melancholy. Billie's ethereal voice intertwines with Khalid's soulful croon, creating a soundscape that is both heart-wrenching and oddly comforting. Though Lovely didn't explode on the charts like some of their other hits, it became an anthem for people who find solace in sadness. It has become one of Billie's most popular songs ever, with close to 3 billion streams on Spotify. Give It To Me by Timbaland, Nelly Furtado, and Justin Timberlake. In 2007, Timbaland decided it was time to remind everyone who the real hitmakers were, and he did it in style, with Nelly Furtado and Justin Timberlake. The song is essentially a musical victory lap, with each artist taking a turn to boast about their success, and rightfully so. All of them take shots at their rivals at the time. Timbaland at Scott Storch, Nelly Furtado at Fergie, and Justin at pop legend Prince, who didn't like his song Sexy Back. It was a beef record that went #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Timbaland's production on Give It To Me is top-notch, with a hypnotic beat that makes it impossible to stay still. Nelly's sultry vocals kick things off, followed by Timbaland himself, with a reminder that he's been behind some of the biggest hits of the decade, and closed out by JT's smooth, self-assured verse. The song was a commercial success, solidifying Timbaland's reputation as one of the most innovative producers in the game. It came back to prominence in a weird way this year, as it was part of the Skibbity Toilet shit. Prisoner by Miley Cyrus and Dua Lipa. If this song were a cocktail, it would be a mix of vodka, rock and roll, and splash of chaos. Miley and Dua Lipa, two of pop's most daring divas, joined forces to create a track that is an absolute banger. It was released at the end of 2020 as the second single from Miley's 7th studio album Plastic Hearts. The track's infectious groove and gritty production harkens back to the golden age of rock with a modern twist. Miley, with her raspy vocals and unapologetic edge, blends seamlessly with Dua Lipa's sultry smoothness, creating a duet that is as electrifying as it is rebellious. The music video is a wild ride too. The song became an instant hit, resonating with anyone who has felt trapped in a relationship. It's the kind of song you blast when you're ready to break free from anything, really. Consideration by SZA and Rihanna. Consideration is what happens when two of the coolest women in music decide to team up and remind us all that they don't really care what we think. SZA and Rihanna collaborated for the opener of Rihanna's album Anti, setting the tone for an album where she fully embraces her artistic freedom. SZA's unique voice complements Rihanna's effortlessly edgy delivery, resulting in a track that is both gritty and soulful, with lyrics like "I got to do things my own way, darling." It is clear that these two are here to set their own rules, and we're just lucky enough to listen in. Consideration might not have been a massive radio hit, but it is a fan favorite. It is the perfect soundtrack for when you're feeling rebellious, and it is one of my most played songs from the album. One Sweet Day by Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men. Mariah Carey teaming up with Boyz II Men is like the vocal Olympics, only instead of medals, they hand out tissues because you're definitely going to cry. The song is a ballad so powerful that it held the record for the longest running #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 for 23 years. It is a heart-wrenching tribute to lost loved ones, and between Mariah's whistle notes and Boyz II Men's harmonies, it is an old-time tearjerker. The song was released way back in 1995 from Mariah's album Daydream, but it still hits just as hard today. It is the perfect song for those moments when you need a good cry. Not only did One Sweet Day dominate the charts, but it also became a go-to for every aspiring singer looking to prove their vocal chops. If you've ever tried to sing along, you probably failed, because Mariah and Boyz II Men are just on another level. The Boy Is Mine by Brandy and Monica. In 1998, two R&B powerhouses Brandy and Monica came together for the ultimate musical showdown with The Boy Is Mine. The song tells the story of two women fighting over the same man, with each believing that they're the one he truly belongs to. It became an instant hit, spending 13 weeks on #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and winning a Grammy Award for Best R&B Performance by a Duo or a Group. The track was so successful that it fueled rumors of a real-life feud between Brandy and Monica, though they have since squashed any lingering drama. The music video features the two singers in side-by-side apartments, giving each other some serious side-eye. The song came back to prominence this year when Ariana made her own version and featured them on the remix. Beautiful Liar by Beyoncé and Shakira. What happens when two of the most beautiful and talented women in the world team up to call out a cheating ex? You get Beautiful Liar. Beyoncé and Shakira joined forces in 2007 to create this Latin-infused pop hit, which became an anthem for everyone who's ever had to deal with a two-timing partner. The genius of Beautiful Liar lies in not the catchy melody, but in its message. Instead of fighting each other for a no-good man, they decide to turn their anger on the real culprit. It is the 2000s The Boy Is Mine, but instead of fighting, they come together. It is a refreshing twist on the typical love triangle narrative, and it made the song a hit across the globe. The music video is just as mesmerizing, with Beyoncé and Shakira showing off their synchronized dance moves, making it almost impossible to tell who is who. The video's mirror imagery and sensual choreography only added to the song's allure, proving that these two women are a force to be reckoned with. They are both true legends. Me Against the Music by Britney Spears and Madonna. When the Princess of Pop teams up with the Queen of Pop, you know you're in for something special. In 2003, Britney and Madonna joined forces for Me Against the Music, a dance pop banger that became the soundtrack for clubs everywhere. The song is all about losing yourself in the music, and who better to lead that charge than two of the biggest icons in pop history. It was the lead single from Britney's In the Zone album, and it marked a pivotal moment in her career as she transitioned from a teen pop sensation to a more mature artist. Madonna's presence on the track added a layer of credibility, not that she needed it, and their voices blended together in a way that made it clear they were having just as much fun as we were. The music video takes place in a nightclub, with Britney and Madonna playing a game of musical cat and mouse. There's plenty of choreography, plenty of sultry stares, and just enough tension to keep things interesting. The song did not perform well on the charts when it was released, but it has stood the test of time. Homemade Dynamite Remix by Lorde, Post Malone, Khalid, and SZA. Lorde's original version of Homemade Dynamite was already a standout track on her sophomore album Melodrama, but the remix took things into a whole new level. By bringing in Post Malone, Khalid, and SZA, he transformed the song into a star-studded collaboration that perfectly captured the carefree, rebellious spirit of youth. Each artist brings their unique style to the remix, creating a sonic cocktail that is as explosive as the title suggests. Post Malone's laid-back vibe, Khalid's smooth vocals, and SZA's effortlessly cool delivery all complement Lorde's original verses, resulting in a memorable song. It did not achieve massive chart success, but it became a favorite among fans who appreciated the eclectic mix of voices and styles. Which collaborations did I miss? Tell me in the comments below.